She was soaked to the skin, her arms trembling as she clutched a flimsy umbrella that had flipped in the wind. The rain fell in sheets, and her cheap heels were waterlogged. Maya had just finished her third shift of the week at the rundown diner on 14th Street. Her eyes burned from exhaustion, but she had to get home. Her 6-year-old son, Eli, was waiting. He hated thunderstorms. Desperate to get off the street and escape the downpour, she rushed toward the curb where a sleek black car waited with its door cracked open. Her ride share, she thought. Without hesitation, she slid into the back seat. "I'm sorry I'm late," she muttered, wiping raindrops from her face. The man in the driver's seat turned slowly. He was sharply dressed in a tailored navy suit, eyes like polished steel. "You're not my assistant," he said coolly, looking her up and down. "Oh my God, I thought this was my ride. I'm so sorry." Maya stammered, reaching for the door in panic. But then came the cry. A car behind them skidded in the rain, and the flash of headlights filled the car. The CEO, alarmed, floored the accelerator just as the impact glanced the rear bumper. They drove off, her heart pounding. "I didn't mean to get in." Thank you for," she began. "You could have been hurt," he interrupted. "I was just trying to get home to my son," she said softly. That one sentence shifted something in him. His name was Adrian Cole. At just 34, he had built a tech empire from the ground up and was used to control, power, and people who wanted something from him. But something in Maya's voice, raw, tired, real, cut through the corporate armor he wore every day. Adrian offered to drop her home. She resisted at first, but the buses had stopped running, and her feet were numb. As they drove through the cracked streets of her neighborhood, he looked around at the boarded-up windows and flickering streetlights. "You live here?" he asked quietly. "Yes." "Rent's due tomorrow," she said, more to herself. He glanced at her again, torn coat, weary eyes, fingers nervously twisting a string on her purse. Maya didn't expect to see him again. But she did. The next day, Adrian couldn't shake the memory of the girl who had gotten into his car by mistake. He looked up her name, he had seen it on the note she dropped, and found her working late at the diner. He showed up, not knowing exactly why. Maybe he was bored. Maybe it was guilt. Or maybe, it was something else. Maya was embarrassed. "I really appreciate your help, but I don't want charity," she said. "I'm not offering charity," Adrian replied. "I'm offering a job." "A job?" "My company has a position. Administrative. You'd be working under me. I need someone who's real. Grounded. And you need a break." She hesitated. "Why me?" "Because you didn't ask me for anything. That tells me everything. Working at Cole Industries wasn't easy." Maya had to balance Eli's needs, night school, and a demanding new boss who had a reputation for being ruthless. But Adrian, surprisingly, was patient with her, stern, yes, but fair. He saw her struggle but also her determination. And Maya wasn't like anyone he'd ever met. She didn't care about money or status. She was honest, driven, and brilliant in ways that had nothing to do with a resume. One night, after working late on a project, she finally opened up. "I had dreams once," she whispered. "Before Eli's dad left, before I had to choose between diapers and rent. I wanted to be a designer. I used to sketch every night." Adrian looked at her. "Then you should do it. Come to our product design summit next month. Pitch something." She laughed bitterly. "I'm a single mom from the South Side. I can't just walk into a room of executives with crayons and hope." "Yes," he said simply. "You can. I'll back you." That changed everything. Maya worked tirelessly on her pitch, juggling motherhood and her new role. The night of the summit, she stood trembling before a room of executives. But she spoke with her heart, and won them over. Her idea, a wearable tech bracelet that sent alerts for women in unsafe situations, got a standing ovation. Adrian watched her from the back, pride shining in his eyes. Their relationship changed too. What started as boss and employee grew into late-night talks, shared coffee, and moments that lingered too long. But Maya was scared. "I've built walls, Adrian," she said one night. "Because I've been left behind too many times." "I'm not walking away," he promised. The media caught wind. CEO falls for single mom employee was on every tabloid. Maya was humiliated. Adrian stood by her, holding her hand at every press conference, every storm. But the real test came when Eli got sick, pneumonia. Maya was frantic, spending nights in the hospital. Adrian was there too, sleeping on the chair beside her, bringing her food, holding Eli's tiny hand. That's when she knew, it wasn't just a fling or fantasy. He was real. He loved not just her but Eli too. Months later, Maya stood at a podium at a Women in Tech conference. Her line of safety tech had gone into production. Her life had changed. But her voice cracked as she said, "I was just a mom trying to get home. I got into the wrong car, and found the right direction." Life doesn't always give you what you planned, but sometimes, it gives you what you deserve. Adrian watched from the front row, tears in his eyes, Eli asleep in his lap.